How many of you guys just got back from NADA and you visited booths, you looked at different stuff, you went to talks, you went to meetings, and let me start with something uncomfortable but true. Most leaders don't lack information. They're drowning in it. There's podcasts, books, notes, highlights, everything you just did at NADA, but almost no visible change in your store. And if that stings a little bit, this episode's for you. Because insight feels productive. You thought of something. But insight without action doesn't build culture. It quietly displays responsibility. And today, we're going to talk about the most dangerous leadership habit there is, learning without doing. 7 minutes, one truth, and one execution move. And if you're a leader who's tired of repeating yourself, tired of agreement without execution, and tired of carrying the emotional weight of everyone else's performance, you're in the right place. I'm Chris Hunsicker, and this is the Dealership War Room. This isn't motivation. This isn't theory. This is a daily leadership briefing for people who actually have to produce results in the arena, at work, and at home. You're in the war room now, so let's get after it and make some stuff happen. Here's what I see over and over again as I coach my dealerships. Smart leaders, driven leaders, leaders who genuinely care, but instead of acting, they're consuming another idea, another book, another framework, a new software, another, I'll get to that next week. And here's the dagger line. Insight feels like progress, but it's not execution. And culture doesn't change because you know something. Culture changes because people see you do something. And that's why the most important leadership question is not, what do I need to learn? It's this. Therefore, what? What changes because of this insight? What behavior shifts? What standard gets reinforced? And if the answer is nothing, then learning has just become a hiding place. And here's a hard truth that leaders need to hear. You don't grow your culture by knowing more. You grow it by acting sooner. So here's today's execution move. This is simple and powerful. And I call this the 24-hour rule. Any insight you believe matters must show up in visible action within 24 hours. One conversation, one standard clarified, one behavior reinforced. And here's the line to steal. If insight doesn't change behavior quickly, then it dies quickly. This rule alone will separate you from 90% of the leaders. This question, therefore what, is the final section of my book, Unstoppable Culture, a step-by-step guide to create a relentless, results-driven, high-performance team. That's what the whole book is about. Because cultures don't drift forward. They move when leaders decide insight will no longer substitute for action. And if this message is hitting home this week, then I want you to go to chrishunsicker.com and download a free chapter from my book, Unstoppable Culture. It'll help you learn how to turn insight into action before momentum leaks away. This is the power. And I got to share with you, if you're leading someone who's always learning, but never quite moving, send them this episode. Because elite leaders don't collect ideas. They convert insight into action. And that's the kind of leader that you're becoming. So go out today, take some action, go back. What did you learn in NADA? What did you pick up there? You have a list of notes. I want you to pick one insight, and in the next 24 hours, turn it into action. Create some leadership fire in your store today, and I'll see you tomorrow in the Dealership War Room.